Kani kadega Batesi TV, bat pidang pet yaki kubor baman kasni, balwan rasha pi da ka Orange Nissan, lom so po niya Fabricate Shillong, ringkat bat ka BDW International School Nongmansong, Langkarding Shillong. Admissions open now.
Menteri Rang Ba Kejelau Conrad ki Sangma hak arpui terikulah lengkot arjar arpo lap lepat ba ya ka Incubation Hub ka badan hapo ka jeli jongka ha JN Complex Polo Shillong kum shi benta ka jingpen shlor ya ki nong sengkam sengjam ha ka jela Meghalaya hadin kaniu Menteri Rang Ba Kejelau la lekpat bani shimenta ha ka Meghalaya Entrepreneurship and Startup Summit 2020 ka long ha State Convention Center Shillong ha ka balai lang Amitabh kan ko musumbot kong san ki he officer jong kajela bat ki nong sengkam sengjam ki badan hagi benta ba pher jong kajela.
The people of the state really make for the great value and resources with which the state can flourish, and also for the fact that the state has great foresight and vision in its political leadership to drive entrepreneurship, innovation and startups and do these very unique competition amongst entrepreneurs. And therefore, I'm truly delighted that I'm here at the invitation of the Honorable Chief Minister, and I thought it's much better to be in Meghalaya rather than to be in Delhi, because Delhi we keep pushing files all the time. But in Meghalaya you are at least disrupting the system and you're changing the status quo by pushing for entrepreneurship and entrepreneurship amongst young people. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the last 5 years, India has grown at an average of about 7.5% per annum. It's been amongst the fastest growing countries in the world. But if you go back in time and look at last decade, India has lifted over 350 million people above the poverty line. We have the youngest population in the world. Our average age is 29. 72% of the people are below the age of 32. We have very light dependency burdens. And rarely has a country not created wealth when it has such light dependency burden. And to my mind, this is the biggest socio-economic transition that is taking place across the world. That the population in India is getting younger and younger and will keep getting younger till 2042, whereas the population across the world, across America and across Europe will keep getting older and older. And therefore this is a rare opportunity to do disruption, to do innovation, to drive startups, and to have young people to find solutions to many of the challenges that we are facing. Silicon Valley may be one of the most innovative places in the world, but they keep doing innovations for things like driverless cars. And these innovations are not relevant for India. We need to find solutions to our own problems. And our challenges are, India's challenges are, how do we find the right, how do we provide technology to our farmers and give them seed and fertilizer? We'll actually be finding a solution not for the 1.2 billion people of India, but for the 7.5 billion people of the world who will be moving from poverty to middle class in the next 2 decades. And therefore our market is not just the population of India, but the population of 7.5 billion people, of vast number of Asians, of Africans, or Latin Americans who will be getting into the middle class in the next decade. 3D printers, doing artificial intelligence, all starts at a young age from class 6 onwards, and all the students from Meghalaya become the champions of entrepreneurship. That is what we'd like to do. We would also like to support Meghalaya by a number of our incubation centers. We would like institutes from here to apply to the Atal Innovation Mission for incubation centers, and we'd like to support 10 incubation centers here so that we support and handhold you, because new startups require incubation centers. We need to create a completely new ecosystem of startups and entrepreneurship, and that can happen if we have vibrant, dynamic incubation centers, which we'd like to support. And thirdly, to my mind, much like what the Chief Minister has done here, we would like to work in partnership with the government of Meghalaya to do a number of challenges. If you do challenges like what happens in many other countries, is that you challenge young entrepreneurs to find solutions to the problems of Meghalaya and to the problems of India. And if we challenge entrepreneurs here, they will find solutions. How do you do new styles of construction? How do you do construction in 6 months' time rather than the 5 years that we take? How do we find quick problems of health, or how do we improve learning outcomes, or how do we convert wastewater into more usable water, as Singapore has done? These are solutions which came from the challenges. America runs its entire defense program by throwing up challenges for its companies. And all these companies like Lockheed, Boeing, they came out of challenges. And therefore we'd like to throw up challenges in partnership with government of Meghalaya so that we can find solutions to our problems, and we will assist you with a lot of funding for that. So my view is that we need challenges for value-added agriculture. We need challenges across horticulture. We need to enhance our productivity. We need a whole range of solutions so that Meghalaya can emerge as the #1 state in at least 4 key areas to my mind. First and foremost, how do we make Meghalaya the center of organic farming in India? How do we make it the best state in organic farming in India so that it does value-added agriculture?
We all have been through this process. A lot of challenges are there. But sometimes it feels nice when somebody tells you that you're doing great. And just that one word, and especially when it comes from the government and the Chief Minister recognizes you, it really motivates the entrepreneurs. And that is the reason why I decided that we will come out with a program called the Entrepreneur of the Month. So we started selecting different entrepreneurs from different parts of the state, from different sectors, and started recognizing them, giving them a pat on the back and telling them, you're doing great. How can we help you? And this process has been on for 15 months, and many young entrepreneurs, some not so young, some from the agriculture sector, some from the tourism sector, and many of the sectors have come forward, and we've been able to really guide them, we've been able to recognize them, and they have been motivation for other entrepreneurs to go into the line of entrepreneurship. And I think that was the beginning of how we started this entire process of focusing on entrepreneurship. The second thing which we did was we ensured that a startup policy would come up. Now I'd like to segregate the classification, I should say, for entrepreneurship that we as a government have realized that we must do. So therefore it's not, there is a level for entrepreneurship in different aspects. For example, we have got the innovators, and that sector is something that is based on as I said, is based on innovation and doing different kind of technology-based programs. And so we have called this in the startup entrepreneurs, and these are the areas where you will find very high-end, I should say, technology coming in and different kind of innovations that may actually change or disrupt, as Samitabh Khan said, the system. So that's one area that we're working on. Second one is nano entrepreneurs we're looking at. These are basically entrepreneurs who may be imitating an idea, we're seeing an opportunity that exists in our state, but how to add value to it and create some kind of a business out of it, seeing the demand in the market. So those entrepreneurs who realize the opportunity, get a process, involve the process, and just simply get a business out of the entire system are what we're calling an entrepreneur. So these could be somebody who, as I said, starts up a hotel or starts up some kind of a food processing area, seeing that the opportunity exists.